As always, we talk basketball. So this conversation started. I'm not sure how Pavi took me on this tangent to talk about fucking the loser that is Chris Paul. But
I kind of want to say something about that.
what?
That's weird, bro. Like,
Just scoot over a little bit.
yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, in terms of like the Nash CP3 argument, me personally, like, I might have like a little bias to it. I'm gonna be honest, but like, I mean, what Nash did is deeper than just like 11 assists. You know, like his efficiency is like something that Harden couldn't even replicate. Those 50, 40, 90 like seasons that like Nash had, that doesn't just happen though. Like, it like even like in like CP3's case, like. Yeah, he plays like both ends better, which is why it's kind of like closer than like y'all make it seem. But like, I don't know. Me personally, like Nash's efficiency and just like him being able to conduct that offense, because like being in like New York or like in the Lakers when D'Antoni was running his systems, shit did not work like whatsoever. So I think like having a player like Nash like engineer that whole entire offense and getting like the amount of wins that they had, they should have actually been in the finals if you ask me.
They should have.
Yeah, that rule. In that instance, you have to waive that rule.
Yeah, you gotta waive that rule.
Like I'm sorry. If I'm stern, like, look, I get it, but like you saw. It's like you either waive that rule or you either waive that rule or you have to like just suspend literally. Like, I mean, well, did anybody on the Spurs get suspended? Or was it because the Spurs coaches were like...
Yeah, they come out. Yeah, Amari took one step on the floor.
Yeah, in that instance, honestly, I would be like, I'm not suspending them. Number one, because the Spurs, I believe when that happened, the Spurs coaches were like literally...
But you have to suspend
them. But I don't. I don't think you do.
So
because I say if the coaches weren't standing there doing this, the guys would have went on the floor.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
They didn't.
Yes, but that's because you have humans physically standing in front saying, "Don't do this."
It is a rule, because then you get into a situation where like it'll happen again and again and again.
No, it's not about it happening. It's not about it happening again. It's you literally change the competitive balance of your sport because you literally change the competitive balance of your sport for an arbitrary rule.
Stay on the bench.
It's literally an arbitrary rule.
Stay on the bench.
It's an arbitrary rule because Ron Artest decided to go in the stands and beat the shit out of fans. Literally. It was an arbitrary rule because Ron Artest decided to go in the stands and beat the shit out of the fans.
Stay on the bench.
So like, come on.
Stay on the bench. A rule is a rule.
Whatever.
But no, I hear you. But to your point about it not working in LA, they didn't really have the players like for it to work in LA.
And in New York, I understand.
And it's
bad players in New York.
Like, I mean, like, just being able to be that like efficient guy that can go out and get you a bucket,
yeah.
Like, especially like late in games when like the Suns needed a bucket, like Steve Nash was capable of getting that
yeah,
bucket.
Definitely.
Chris Paul kind of struggles with that. If you ask me, especially late in games.
And
he won a series though.
I mean, like the
with a pulled hamstring.
San Antonio series, like yeah, that's cool. But I've seen like a lot of instances where CP3's also like lost the game and like late in those situations.
We could point that out for everybody though.
And Steve Nash for his career shot better from the from the field goal than Chris Paul, and he also shot better from the three than Chris Paul.
His shooting splits are just off the charts when you like really look into him, like in every aspect of like an offensive player, like.
But you gotta add in the defense though.
See, that's where the argument gets.
Well, I disagree with that because that's also the system. Because I don't think that Chris Paul next year will be the same defensive player that he was.
He's fucking 33.
It doesn't. No, but he's still making all NBA, all defense teams.
I don't think he should have made one this year.
But my point is,
after a while you get him off rep.
But no,
like Kobe got a couple all defensive teams that he really shouldn't have.
Okay, fine, but he's still getting those awards. So what I'm saying is that in this system now, because it's going to be a much more up and down pace, I don't even think Chris Paul will be as effective as he was in Los Angeles with the defense.
He's 32. He's not.
I understand that, but you also just told me that Steve Nash was 30 when he went to Phoenix. So like,
he was never a good defender ever. When he was 21,
but Steve Nash also had a bad back his entire career, a terrible back.
Chris Paul got knee problems.
Chris Paul knee problems ain't worse than...
Are you sure about that?
Steve Nash literally used to lay down on the sideline every game because his back was so bad.
They not that bad, but Chris Paul got knee problems.
They not as bad as Steve Nash's back.
Chris Paul was robbed of a lot of his athleticism.
Not as bad as Steve Nash's back.
I don't know what Chris Paul did to his
back problems are worse than knee. I mean, back problems are worse than knee problems.
Shit, they all bad.
Tracy McGrady and Scottie Pippen.
They all bad.
No, back
Tell
problems.
D Rose about knee problems.
Yeah, but that's different though.
Rose still moving.
But that's different though. He can still move. When your back is fucked up, you cannot move.
You can still play. Larry Bird gave people 20 at 35 with a bad back.
Yes, but when your back is fucked up, you still can't move. Imagine what he would have been if his back wasn't fucked up.
I agree. When your knee messed up, you can't jump. You can't.
Yes, but you can still shoot. You can still move.
When your back messed up, you can still shoot.
Even the argument we talk about Larry Bird and later in his career is because he had to change the way he played his game, and he became much more of a slower person. Which is why when people say, "Oh well, he might not be as effective," they only say that because he's slow.
No, they can say that because they're stupid.
And because he was slow at the end of his career.
No, because they're stupid.
But he still was crafty and learned how to use his body and be able to shoot. You can do that when your back is fucked up. I mean, you can do that when your knee is fucked up. You can still. How many players have come back after their knee is fucked up and were a better shooter and a better all-around player because they expanded their game and they didn't just rely on their athleticism? When your back is fucked up, you can't do shit about it. It's over. It's literally over. It's literally over. Especially if it's no structural damage. Because that means you're just going to have back spasms. Like Kevin Love, for example, who is still dealing with back. Yeah, and Dwight Howard.
Ruined his whole career.
Exactly.
But Dwight's still effective, though.
But he will never be what he was.
I mean, no.